So with the January update that is just rolled out for Star Wars Battlefront, we have gotten a ton of new content, including 2 new hero skins, a new map, and a bunch of patches and buffs. But of course, it's never too late to go ahead and start looking into the future of Star Wars Battlefront and start getting excited for the 4 new DLC expansion packs still to come. But what is just so special about the expansion packs, and what is all the hype about? Well, let me tell you, the hype is for a good reason, because 2016 has a whole lot in stock for Star Wars Battlefront, starting off in the month of March with the first DLC expansion pack, Star Wars Battlefront Outer Rim. Fight among the factories of Sullust and battle within Jabba the Hutt's palace on Tatooine. So we will be getting our first taste of a Star Wars Battlefront DLC expansion pack in the month of March, with a new Sullust map and a new Tatooine map, with the Tatooine map being Jabba the Hutt's palace, which I cannot wait to play on, because personally in Star Wars Battlefront 2, Jabba's palace was one of my favorite maps personally, just because that there is a giant Rancor pit right below him, and if they include that on this map, this might just be the best map in Star Wars Battlefront. Coming during the summer of 2016, Star Wars Battlefront, Bespin. Everyone's already excited about the name. It's hunt or be hunted in this action-packed experience set in the Cloud City of Bespin. Now, if you have never heard of Bespin or Cloud City, you're either A, living under a rock, or B, know nothing about Star Wars. Bespin is one of the most iconic places in the Star Wars universe, mainly just because it was such an action-packed place, including famous scenes such as the famous duel between Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker, Han Solo being frozen in carbonite, and Luke Skywalker having his hand cut off. This DLC also might include things such as a new hero, introducing a hero as Lando Calrissian, or maybe some new hero skins for Luke Skywalker, since he was wearing a different outfit at the time of that scene. Next up, in the fall of 2016, Star Wars Battlefront, Death Star. Again, everyone's already excited about the name. That's no moon up there. One of the most iconic locations in the Star Wars universe makes its debut in Star Wars Battlefront. Do I even really need an explanation for this? We will have a full DLC based around Death Star maps. The Death Star, even people who have never seen the Star Wars movies know what the Death Star is. I cannot wait to play inside the Death Star and hopefully be able to fly my X-Wing outside of it and try to blow it up. Maybe even introduce a new game mode where the rebels have to try and blow up the Death Star within a certain time limit. I think that'd be really cool for EA to implement, but again, it's just a theory, but we will be getting a full DLC based around maps on the Death Star. Now, last but certainly not least, coming in early 2017, Star Wars Battlefront Expansion Pack 4, titled to be announced. Now, we do not have any information yet on what the last and final DLC will be for Star Wars Battlefront, but now here's my theory. I'm hoping it's either A, Force Awakens DLC, or a Clone Wars DLC. Me being a huge Clone Wars fan, I would love to see a Clone Wars DLC, being able to fight on Geonosis with next-gen graphics. I think it's just a perfect idea, introducing LAAT gunships, and just being able to have new heroes like Mace Windu and Anakin Skywalker and all these new heroes. It's such a good idea, because the prequels, in my opinion, I love the prequels. I love the Clone Wars movie. I think the Clone Wars is one of the best movies. I'm going to get a lot of hate for that, but I think Clone Wars is just one of the best eras in Star Wars, and you can't deny that. The Clone Wars is awesome. So the 4th DLC could either be a Force Awakens DLC, a Clone Wars DLC, or it could just be another original trilogy DLC, which would be kind of boring, because I usually think the last DLC in any game should be something special, kind of end off the game and then transition into the next game. But who knows? I cannot wait for this DLC pack. I think it's going to be fun to play on all of these maps, such as, Sullust and Jabba's Palace and the Death Star and Bespin Cloud City. These maps are going to be awesome. Star Wars Battlefront is going to have a long lifespan, and I cannot wait to play these maps. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like on it. Be sure to comment down below what DLC you're most excited for, whether it be the Death Star, Cloud City, or possibly even, a Clone Wars DLC. And I will be sure to see you guys, as always, in the next one. Later, guys.